Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays IXION. I was sitting here before starting the record button and I was thinking about this guy and how I moved him around a bunch last episode. I've gone back on my idea where he was gonna be right now. I was thinking about the future and how we'd probably want to run multiple crop farms here. I don't think this is where we want him. It's very close. But I think we actually would like to build it in the same plane, but here. And I'll tell you why, is because if it's here, we can still build the fields the way I want them to. However, we can also build another crop farm directly across from it. And then the road between them can service both of them. So I'm thinking this is how I want the road to move. For now. Obviously, we'll get rid of this road eventually. When we build that second crop farm. And then the fields for the second crop farm can build out in this other direction.
Has completed its scan.
Over here. So you would do 1, 2, 3. And then you would build them upwards from where this crop farm is at. So it'd be there, there, and then there. And then it doesn't look great, but you actually do have a position where you could build batteries along this wall to support this district while the ship is flying around in space. So I don't actually hate that all that much. We would want to maintain a road somewhere out here to this other side. So that's where it gets a little tricky. Because the way we've set this up, the farm fields will block the road. But maybe we can figure out a way around that. Maybe you would shift your fields over here or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Because we would still need to maintain a road in here somehow. We couldn't delete it. We'll figure it out later. But for now, I think this is a good place for this farm and then the future position of the fields. Probe has completed its scan. Good job, probe. Do we have a new probe? We do have a new probe. Alright, there's some carbon and iron here. There's a bunch of water right here. I like that. I think what I want to do is set the... This guy is mining water, actually, so that's great. I think we're very close to turning off one of our science ships. I think it'll depend on what happens at Chevy 34, but I think it's very likely that once we finish Tatra V8, the Protagoras and Chevy 34 will disconnect two of our science ships and replace them with one of the mining ships, maybe even 3 mining ships, and then let the 3 cargo ships we have just roam.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Speak of the devil. Oh, hell yeah. New cargo ship? Cargo ship is on the way to the Tiqqun. Sick. All right, well. I think we just bring the seagull back to the ship. Where is the seagull? Right here. Unassign. And then I think the Usabuli... How does one even say this name? Usabuyunlu. Wisabuyunlu? I can't talk. Anyway, I apologize. I'm sure this is a name or something. And it is it's the French. But there's no I. I think it is Usabuyunlu. Usabuyunlu. That's what I'm deciding. No crew members on the ship. We will add one when they get here. Yeah, and then we'll wait till the Fakult gets unassigned before we send out the next mining ship. There's still plenty of stuff to be hauling around. It's not like there's a crap ton of stuff to mine, but there's still stuff to gather. And I think what we'll do is we'll set the Usabu Yunlu to gather ice. Wow, that thing's moving fast. And then we'll be able to get that ice processed in our new fusion station. We can go ahead and start building this guy. Food is still doing fine. This guy is all out of electronics, so we can actually just shut you down. Save on workers. How are we doing? Holy, we almost have 30 spare workers? Fire the polymer factory back up. Holy crow. We're chewing through the iron backlog. We almost want to think about where would we like to build a electronics factory. I know we talked about this briefly in a different episode. I almost think we talked about reconfiguring this spot down here. Because, like, you would tear out these two guys. And I actually think we should do this now. And then deactivate you. And then turn you on to carbon. Turn you on. Switch that off. And then, yes. Now kick all these things and then we will deconstruct them. And then the next step is figuring out, like, where would we put... Where would we put our mess hall? Just put it there, I suppose. You turned it, would that make it fit better? Not really. Maybe like that would be okay. And then build a road down? And then this guy could go... This guy could go here. And then would the hospital have to go away too? It wouldn't if we deconstruct the road. Which I'm kind of in favor of. It would just make it difficult to get... Well, not really, because there are a couple locations where the cryopods could come from over there. I think this is actually a good idea. Yeah, so let's empty the cryopods, empty the carbon, deconstruct these buildings in here, move you over here, build this road. Is this shape? The 6x5 is such a weird shape. But then we can deconstruct that. We can move you two like 1 for 1 directly over here. And then we'll see. Right. I like the big shift that we're doing. We do need to get some more workers over here. So we can kick this guy on. Also, I almost started this thing up before we were ready. So we need 4 people for there. We need 5 people for here for 9, and then 10. So let's transfer 20 workers from District 1 after we've moved everybody. So you can get shut off and dismantled. You're not done being moved, so we'll go ahead and let you continue to empty. How many spare workers do we have? We have 12 now.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Good job. We've entered the Protagoras. There are signs of past conflict and floating corpses everywhere. We found numerous cryopods, probably from the emergency crew evacuation procedures. Many of the station's sectors are depressurized and heavily damaged. Almost all areas show signs of Looting. We have managed to run diagnostic routines by connecting to one of the station's terminals. Following DOLOS confidentiality protocols, the mission report on the Protagoras' status has been encrypted and can be analyzed via the tech lab. All right. Leave the Protagoras. Oh my god. 950 people? I thought you said they were all dead. They said many corpses. All right, gather all of the science from this place. Goodness gracious. I've still got 350 people to thaw out. You want me to get another 950? Where are we going to put them all? Just shove them into the rafters. Good lord. Yeah, just keep thawing them out. Like, holy cow. There's not enough space in the entire ship. Aha! We're processing waste into alloy. Pretty sick. That's awesome. I'm so excited. Have we just deconstructed you? We did. Good, good, good. Okay. We can get rid of this weird little road. I'm not even sure why I built that. I mean, we might... Do we have... How much population does this district support? 440? 416? We're actually close to max already. This is a little frustrating that you can't fit 2 buildings into this space. So let's go like that. We'll be able to disassemble this guy fairly soon, at least. We're positive on food again? How did that even happen? Yeah, you're all off. That's good. We need 20 spare workers over there, so... don't dismantle that one. Dismantle this one. Good. Now, fire you on. Good. We're just transferring people around like hotcakes. And then once you're out of carbon, we can actually kick 20 people over to the other district. Although, are you guys out of the hospital? Not quite, so we still need 20 people. 17 technically, but... Alright, how much do you guys cost? 16 alloy per field, plus 4 workers per field. Oh... I did not realize that the fields cost that many workers, or any workers, to be fair. So if we wanted to fully staff the crop field, we'd need 36 spare workers as well. Oh boy. Well, let's get started sending 10 workers from Sector 1 to Sector 6. The reason for that being, if we get the 10 workers here, we can start storing ice, and then we can, once these guys get out of the hospital, we can also kick on the fusion station and start thawing water. Still haven't transferred all that stuff out. We are starting to build this guy, though. All science has been retrieved from the Protagoras. That's great. Ah, the Foucault has reached the original spot. So we're going to send it to Chevy 34. Is the Seagull still on its way back? Standing by. I want to bring the gear back to the Tiqqun as well. Fire station unlocked. Heck yeah. Dispatches trucks to put out fires. I don't know if I've ever had a fire on a ship, on this ship in this game. I think if you've hit the point where you're having fires in your ship, you're in huge trouble. That might not be a fair assessment, but it certainly feels like that. How big is it? This thing is huge! Holy cow! It's a 6x6.
Transfer complete.
All right, workers have been transferred. Fire this guy up. How we doing? We have 8 spare workers. Okay, we need these people out of the hospital ASAP so we can start this guy. We're transferring the ice out of the zone. Oh, we could shut you off. We don't need to move the electronics anywhere.
Has arrived at its destination.
And then we can start thawing out water. 15 ice equals 40 water. I think you can store water, like, infinitely. I don't think you need any special, like, buildings or anything to store water. Alright, we got the mushroom wall, and then the cell housing will follow. And then the legislative strengthening center after that. Retractable telescopic pole. I guess we'll do that one next. Or why don't we do that one now? Since it's 0, it takes 0 science. Bringing more ice into the ship, I assume. You guys, you need to process the carbon faster so I can get it off the ship. Here, I'm gonna transfer this to that location. Turn that one off. And then I'm gonna turn this iron stockpile on. We're still doing okay from a worker perspective. And then you guys can get disassembled. I'm gonna go ahead and throw down another population building right here. I'm not in love with its positioning, but it's better than running out of population zone. We can go ahead and deconstruct you. And then we'll also build that one battery that I have right there. And then you guys can get deconstructed as well.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
How could you let this happen? Did somebody die? Only 4 people were injured. But thank God these 4 people are about to get extra hours. Fudge. What do I shut off? I'll shut off the probe launcher. I was like, I need to.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
I need a thing. Excuse me, we have homeless people in this sector? Oh no, you just got thought out, and then you hadn't found your home yet. What a strange concept that would be, is that you like just woke up, and then they're like, we don't know where to put you. Only for a little bit, though. Let's see here. You're at Chevy 34. We finally made it to Chevy 34. What a cool thing. Metallic bracings. Our probe has detected abnormally high concentrations of metal isotopes within Chevy 34's core. We have reached the core of Chevy 34. Metallic and prismatic formations rise from its surface. Reaching impressive heights, they disappear into the gaseous atmosphere. Some are surrounded and spanned by geometric rock clusters, accumulating during the slow growth process of the formations. They shear the winds that sweep across Chevy 34's core. I would love to be able to build something here, but it's going to be dangerous to try and get a delivery ship here, isn't it? Perform intrusive analysis. Explosive charges seems like a really good way to get your people killed. How do we do this without the ship getting exploded on the way? I do like the idea of a large amount of data with the help of a dedicated PA. So you could carry all 50 in one shot. Let's do it. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work, though. Because you're on your way. So you'll come here, drop off the iron. You'll pick up the 50 alloy. Do we try? I wonder. There is a research opportunity for the cargo ship. Is the improvised repair protocol. They're more likely to endure dangerous weather conditions. We created procedure learning by observing the way NASA fixed the problem in the Apollo 13 capsule. Of course. We have just enough science. Let's try it. Let's see if we can't get the research. And honestly, I'm actually going to prioritize that over the Protagoras diagnostic. I need to get it done before the ship tries to enter the storm. It's going to take 3.3 cycles. It might take a little while to load the void vector because we have so many alloys just lying around. How many disasters have befallen the ship? We had a breakdown in our workshop? Goodness gracious. Water. Oh, you produce waste too. Well, I'll be. I didn't know. +2. Well, in that case, I feel like we might need to get another one of you guys online in order to store the waste, because we definitely don't want to lose the waste. But where to put you is the question. I guess we'll just throw you here. We're running dangerously low on, close to running dangerously low on alloy. But part of that is I sunk 40 into a new battery. What are we doing on workers here? Still only a spare 8 workers. But honestly, it doesn't pay to turn this guy on until we have workers to work the fields anyway. Alright, things are still going okay. Let's get this research done. We're already at 26%, so pretty good. Workshop's back online, so we can finish building all these buildings. And then deconstruct you guys, and then finally build the electronics factory that we've been talking about forever, too. 21 spare workers. You guys have a spare 8. Food's doing fine. It is ticking down again, though. So, waste... Oh, right. We need to tell this district it's okay to store waste. Which is here. Yes. And then you are now a waste boy. However, we will automatically kick all waste out of District 6. And then set this to the minimum, and then we will transfer it to District 1. There we go. So we won't really be storing waste here. We'll just transfer it into the thing and then immediately out again. All right, now we need to dig out from under the alloy hole that we've dug for ourselves here. Haha! We did get a bunch of alloy from the waste factory, though. That's fantastic. Okay, we have our building built. Let's deconstruct this one and the battery. So now we'll get 80 alloy back. That's great. 61%. This guy's getting loaded up with the alloys, so please finish the research as fast as you can. 69%. That's great. Still gaining water. That's great. So 1.3 food per cycle per 1.5 water. With automatic harvest every 10 cycles. I have to do like math. So it produce 13 food every 10 cycles? Is that right? And you produce 10 food every 10 cycles? So I guess it's a little faster. Oh, but each crop field. So, you know, multiply that times 9 and all of a sudden you're producing ridiculous amounts of food from one building. And how many people work in here? 8. Ah, see, there's where your big savings come in. Is it's half the labor for more food, and you can build a crap ton of them. That makes a lot of sense. Because actually, as we start building crop fields, we could deactivate one of these and replace it with 2 crop fields per person. So that's actually something good to keep in mind. Is we only need 20 more people because we have 16 workers that we can pull from in these insect farms. So something to keep in mind. Improvised repair protocols are done. Heck yeah. Okay, and then mushroom wall, you get to be second again. Great. All right, the ship has loaded. It is heading into the storm. Please, God, allow it to reach the planet without exploding. But on that note, we'll pause the episode there. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of IXION or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!